let's jump into the first team that we have left here. Connor, can you guess who it is out of the 6 that we have left?
Columbus.
Incorrect once again. Bruce Arena takes over New England, makes them a top contender in the East within 2 years. And we're going to pick their best 11 right now. Right now. You excited?
This is going to be a lot of editing to do with our, or at least with my team, because I didn't get a chance. So originally in the first episode, before we started the first episode, we were talking about doing just a 4-2-3-1 for all teams. And then we kind of scratched that mid-episode. And I didn't get a chance to update my other teams yet. So I will probably be making adjustments as we go along. So if I throw it out, I might change some of the names that we talk about.
Okay.
But we'll go through and then we'll kind of figure it out. And I don't know if you've edited yours at any point yet, so I can kind of like.
I have not. I'm going to walk through and kind of do it the way we did last time. So I like thinking about, because for a few teams I had some like honorable mentions, but not for many. Like I was pretty set with the team that we had. So I'll probably just run through what we have and.
Yeah, we'll kind of just talk and figure it out. If there's like guys we can't leave out, and we'll change things up.
Yeah. I'll let you start. We'll do the same thing we did last time. So for those of you who are listening in, for the first time, what we're going to do is go position by position and just talk about who we have there. So we start with goalkeeper. We try to put in a 4-2-3-1. And then we will make changes if there are players we just can't leave out.
Right.
So, Connor, why don't you start off?
Okay, so like obviously we're having Cody Cropper in goal, right?
See, I thought you were about to say Bobby Shuttleworth with a pinch of seriousness, and I was going to punch you in the face.
Oh, this one should be pretty easy, right?
Make the right choice. Go ahead.
Yes, Matt Reese.
Thank you. Matt Reese, my first ever favorite MLS goalkeeper. I don't know what it was about him, but man, I was just I really enjoyed watching him play. And I don't know if it was because he was kind of a smaller goalkeeper. If I remember correctly, he was like 5'10", maybe 6 foot, like somewhere around. What is 1.91 meters in feet?
I only do feet here.
1.91 meters in feet. Nope, that's not right. So I put in 1.91 meters in feet into Google, and it gave me 1,910,000 inches to feet, which is definitely not right. So meter 1.91. It's 6 1/4 feet. So like he was a bit tinier in terms of that, but he was just a really athletic, strong fundamental goalkeeper that I really enjoyed watching.
Right.
And I would have put him in here whether he probably deserved it or not, or whatever. Moving into right back.
Yeah, right back. I think I might have cheated a little bit on right back here, to be honest with you. So I'm open to hearing what you say on this one. And also just like, oh no, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off there. Yeah, I figure I know who you put in there just based off of us looking at transfer market.
Yeah.
So I'm open to switching this around and stuff. And I was trying to take some suggestions, I guess, from stuff I was looking up. But I put Jay Heaps here.
Okay.
And he's listed as like a right mid, but also slightly right back. I don't think I don't know if he's really right back. I don't know if he counts as right back. I didn't watch him, so I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if you watched him.
No, he was gone a little bit before I got there.
Okay. So I don't know if he would technically count as a right back. And hold on, let me pull him up. Okay. So he played almost 300 games for them.
Right.
And mainly the reason I put him there was because I know you put Andrew Farrell there. I put Andrew Farrell somewhere else. So then I had this spot open.
Did
and
you
I went
put him
with,
at center back?
yeah.
All right. I'm okay with putting him at center back, but I don't know if we can call Jay Heaps a right back.
I don't know if we can either, to be honest with you.
Just a quick Google search to figure out.
Yeah.
You know what?
See.
You definitely can. He won Defender of the Year in 2009.
Okay.
After a successful career at Duke, started with the Fusion, went to the Revs. He played with the U.S. national team, earning 4 caps at the 2009 CONCACAF Gold Cup.
Well, if he was a defender, he would have had to have been a right back, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't have played him. I mean, maybe he went over to the left at some point, but hey, man, I'm cool with it. Cause who did you have at center back? Who are we replacing here?
So I have Farrell and Parkhurst at center back. Who do you have at center back?
See, I didn't put Parkhurst in.
No
I had
Parkhurst?
Suarez and Gonzalez. No, I couldn't.
You had okay. Any particular reason why you couldn't put Parkhurst in?
So, because I put him for Atlanta, and I was trying to stay. I was trying to stay away from all of that. Yeah, so I picked AJ Soares just because I can remember him playing, I guess, which is a weird way to do it. But Gonzalez, I believe, if I remember this guy correctly, he was a Red Bull killer.
Well, then, you know, of course he has. He's got to be in there if he's a Red Bull
If you kill
killer.
Red Bull, you have to make it. So I'm cool with moving Soares out, but what I'm trying to do is see if I can find the teams that he scored against.
Yeah, so while you do that, I'll kind of make a case, I guess, for Parkhurst. So he obviously started out with New England. That was his first. Well, yeah, I think that counts as his first professional team. I think, yeah, that looks like just an academy. So he was there in 2005. He was Rookie of the Year, and then 2 years later, in 2007, he won Defender of the Year with them. As a team,
about Parkey.
Yeah.
All right. Because we've made this allowance for other players, I'm cool with it. Because I would have put him in. I was just trying to keep it.
Yeah, and I'll keep it to one per. Yeah.
But I'm definitely cool with going Heaps, Farrell, Parkhurst, and then you have Tierney at left back.
Yep.
All right, so I'm cool with that. Like I said, the reason I was trying to stay away from it was because I was trying to keep it.
Yeah, keep it.
And
right.
I forgot Jay Heaps was a right back, so I'm totally cool with it. Let's move into center mid.
Sure. Why don't you start us off?
I put Shalry Joseph at center defensive mid because I have 3/4 of a working brain.
Believe it or not, I put him there as well.
No way.
Yeah. I feel like the other midfield position might be interesting.
So I've got at center mid, I've got Scott Caldwell.
Okay.
Because I have this weird feeling, if I remember watching Kellen Rowe for the Revs between his early days, 12 to 18, I'm almost certain he played more as a wide player than a center mid.
I was literally just looking that up.
Yeah, because I have this So if I look at him as a
Okay, so and when I sorted it just on New England,
yeah,
he's got 51 games at center mid, 37 at right wing, 31 at left wing, 26 at right mid, 18 at attacking mid. So his most played position was center mid,
sure. But
unless you're combining right wing, right mid.
that
In
is,
which
I would
case,
combine right wing, right mid.
then he played just a tad bit more on the right. But I still think you could make the case for him in the middle if you wanted to put him in the middle.
Sure, and I think he's torn it up for them for Seattle as well. I don't think he's a bad center mid. I think Scott Caldwell is better in this spot as an 8. Now, the other one that was really tough for me to leave out of here was no, just kidding. This was pretty easy. I was thinking about somebody else, but for a different team. Kellen Rowe is a versatile, can play on the wing player. Scott Caldwell's a true 8. That's my reasoning behind it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
when
it
you
kind of
think,
comes down to like how you want to play with the team, right?
yeah, and he's also a one club man. If you're talking New England Rebs, this man started in 2012 until he retired. And technically he hasn't even retired yet. He's still playing. So he's been there now almost 10 years.
Well, you gave me most of the defense, so I can give you Caldwell.
I'll take that. Like I said, if we were talking about players who could be used in multiple positions, I think Kellen Rowe takes it. But I'm putting if you're giving me Kellen Rowe versus Scott Caldwell in terms of the style of play you need to have as a number 8 in this system, it's got to be Scott Caldwell. He can connect the lines really well, but he's also a really good partner next to Shalry Joseph. And you'll see him have more success in that spot than Kellen Rowe would, I think. But that's just me.
I'm open to it. We'll have to just see with the New England fans if they agree or not.
No, we're out of that one. We're not allowed to post on that one.
Maybe we'll get someone on Twitter to respond.
Shucks.
Oh well. Guess we just have to be right then.
Yep. Let me listen. I'm totally fine with taking that approach too. Who do you got at Cam? I feel like this one's pretty straightforward.
Lee Win.
Yep. I'm cool there. Left mid, right mid, and striker were interesting. Who do you have for each?
All right, so left mid, I went with Diego Fagundes.
Okay.
Right mid, I went with Steve Ralston. And then striker, I went with Twellman.
Okay, so I've got 2 of 3 in agreement, and I think you're going to be able to buy into what I tell you after this.
You put Juan Agudelo, didn't you?
I will fight you. So I've got Diego Fagundes at left mid, Taylor Twellman at striker, but I've got Carlos Hill as a right mid.
Okay.
I think having Lee Win in there is no question. But Carlos Hill in 53 games has 13 goals, 9 assists, and also has experience playing out on the wing as a right winger there, and has played there for lots of teams. You know, he was on Aston Villa.
Carlos
I
Hill?
did know this. Yeah, I knew this. I remember when they bought him.
Well, you answered your own question.
Yep, I know. I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, right wing is actually most of his career was played at right mid. He's been better as an attacking mid just because he knows the game better than most players in MLS. But for for his right wing spot, he's got 89 games played there versus 61 as an attacking mid, which is why I put him out in that right mid spot. But he, you know, for Aiche for Valencia, for Villa in the Premier League, for Deportivo in La Liga, and then even for the Revs a little bit. He he's played on the right mid. So I think if we're going to put the best 11, I'm going to play him on that right mid spot, let Lee Win pull the strings, and Fagundes and Hill in there.
It's a tough one because I feel like
Is it though?
I feel like Hill is the more talented player, and I think, to be honest with you, if you were to end the season right now, I feel like he would be your MVP.
Absolutely.
Right.
So how is it hard to decide between him and Steve Ralston? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, the legacy factor of it. Ralston played 200 more games than him. Ralston had over 100 goal contributions.
Yeah, but that's in 2002 to 2010.
How did New England do during that time? Let me see if I can find it.
Not well, if I remember correctly.
2002 to 2010, year by year. All right, 2002, they were runners-up in the playoffs. Okay, so during that period, they went to the Cup 4 times. They never won it, obviously, but they were in the finals 4 times. So I would say they did pretty well.
Are you sure about that? Hold on, 2002 to 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. For New
Oh
England?
no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong column here. My bad. Okay, fair. But remember, we're putting the best 11 out there. Can we realistically sit here and say Carlos Hill is not one of the best 11 players in New England Revs history?
I'll agree. I'll agree with you on it. I do feel like you need to have played a certain number of games to be in the consideration, and I do think that Hill has just played enough that I can consider him.
Okay.
So I'm fine with putting him there.
All right, that's cool. I will put him as my first sub off the bench if you want to do that. That's fine.
We got
but I feel
Ralston
like
and Kellen Rowe on the bench.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like I said, I just don't think I can. I don't think I can, in good faith, take Carlos Hill off and put in Steve Ralston.
I don't blame you.
All right.
They would have some good bench choices here. Looks
Oh
like.
yeah, absolutely. I think honorable mentions can go all over the shop, right?
Yeah, Teal Bunbury.
Teal Bunbury can definitely make that for sure.
You think you would put Clint on the bench?
Clint?
Yeah, Clint Dempsey. No, Clint Dempsey.
Oh, Dempsey. Yes, I'd put Dempsey on. Man, so again, this is all about how we build a team. Are we talking about the best? If we talk about the best players ever, like history-wise, not in terms of what they did with the team, but in terms of just their career, he's in here, no question.
Well, obviously.
I think Kevin Alston probably makes the bench. Bobby Shuttleworth might make the bench.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, there are a lot of really good players here. Never made the side. So, and we'll just put a disclaimer out. We know for a fact that we are missing players that we've never watched play. Right now, we're just going off numbers. Andy Dorman probably falls into that category, I'm sure. But
yeah,